All right, I haven't met you yet.
It's
My
not
name.
the same.
What?
I forgot.
Well, my name is Cody, not Raina, and I'm Evan's best man. First of all, I believe I speak for everyone saying, Jill, you look amazing, and Evan is truly a very lucky man. Evan, I'm glad you shaved that thing you had called a beard off for your wedding, at least. That being said, you cleaned up nicely yourself. Yep. We're gathered here today, two families, friends, and strangers alike, to celebrate the wedding of two truly incredible people, who in one way or another, each and every one of us hold dearly to our own heart. I'm of course talking about the wonderful Evan and Jill. I'd like to thank Jill's parents, Dan and Sue, as well as Uncle Mike and Aunt Patty, not only for having me here today and putting on the wedding, but for raising two awesome people and putting them out in the world. I'd also like to thank Evan for giving me the honor of being his best man. Now, when Evan and I first met, I was about 3 years old and he was a newborn, so I don't really have any cool stories from that time. But I can tell you from an early age, Evan wasn't exactly normal. See, when we got old enough to start playing with cool things like Power Wheels Jeeps and battery-powered four-wheelers that are intended to be ridden on by 3 to 5 year old children, Evan chose to be bold and just push his around everywhere in his yard instead. But luckily, we were born to a very loving family who didn't seem to care too much about how abnormal either of us were. As we got a year or two older, Evan started to become normal, and it became quite apparent we had become great friends. So we had all the same hobbies and interests, and during that time, we always went through things as a pair. So if one of us was going through something or had a newfound hobby or interest, we would force it upon each other, whether we liked it or not, which usually resulted in us throwing punches and kicks, only to be separated by a dear mama over there, or pawpaw, followed by a stern, cousins aren't supposed to treat each other that way. But no matter how much we fought growing up, we still always looked forward to seeing each other. And as we become adults, we've long since retired from such childish activities to far more mature things like hunting, paying taxes, playing Call of Duty, and drinking entirely too much beer on our golfing trips. But I must say, through everything, I've come to know a man who I can always count on, trust with absolutely anything, and I couldn't be more proud to call my best friend. Looking back on a life shared as family and best friends, it's hard to believe we made it here today. Evan, I'm truly happy for you and Jill. I know the life you two share together will be remarkable. Jill, thank you for being the best thing that's ever happened to Evan. I think you're an awesome person, and it's obvious you come from a very loving family when I look around today. And even though it feels like you've been a member of our family for a long time now, I couldn't be happier to officially welcome you to ours as well. And I know if Evan is half as good at being a husband as he has been a friend to me, then you have a wonderful wife there. So if you'd all join me in raising your glass to Mr and Mrs Linkous. Cheers.
Cheers. Woo!